What is it that happens when you allow yourself to go inside, deep inside, and quiet your mind and get in touch with that which is really important to you? It could be calmness, it could be love, it could be generosity, knowledge, power. Whatever it is that speaks to you most clearly. Perhaps thoughts bubble up. Perhaps you realize that the more knowledge you have, the more power you have, and the more power you have, the more knowledge you have. And these thoughts, they can swirl around, they can combine, and they can create new insights for you in ways that propel you forward. Because moving forward in useful ways is what we're talking about here. Using your mind to become congruent and allow all the things that are important to you to work together in new and interesting ways, more effective ways, as well as the ways they've been working all along. And perhaps you'll discover that the more congruent you are, the more powerful you become. And the more powerful you become, the more you are able to imbue these things in your life. And that knowledge creates more power. And power creates more kindness. And kindness creates more love. And love changes everything in ways that enhance your life. Now, this is the power of the mind when you begin to wrap your mind around these concepts and allow these criteria to wrap themselves around each other. You'll find something interesting happening because, some people think they have control of their lives. And you can watch their lives and realize that they're simply an empty husk of triggers walking around. And when something triggers, they act. And they believe that they're acting based on their own volition. But really, it's just old patterns. The more congruent you become, the more you allow those old patterns to fade away, the more you can be in the moment and be in touch with those things that are really important to you. And the more that happens, the more you're in the moment, the more you're in touch, the more old patterns go away, the more you're not a robot. You're fully human. And as you take that message to heart and allow it to sink in, you may find thoughts bubbling up. Pay attention to those thoughts, because sometimes those thoughts have messages from the deepest parts of us. And those messages are written just for you. They're spoken just for you. You can see them. You can hear them. You can feel them. And that takes you even deeper into a thought process and a state of being that creates this reality in wonderful ways to play out in your life now. These are interesting thoughts, are they not? I think that as you begin to allow yourself to embrace these ideas even more fully, you'll find it very satisfying. Find it very satisfying. If you found that video useful or humorous or enjoyable in any way, hit like. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments, so feel free to leave them below. And this is Keith Livingston from Hypnosis